Day one, take two. I've been trying to vlog for multiple times now, and every time I do it, for some reason, every time I open the camera, I just hit record. Stay still, please. I don't know what happens. It just, I change. And while we're here, do you know the difference between ignorance and apathy? To be honest, I don't know and I don't care. No, really, I don't know and I don't care. My Arab friends are now like, I don't get it. Horrible workout with the 6 a.m. crew at Metalize. So that's Metalize. The hard part is done. Woo. Many corporate leaders complain about productivity in their organizations. You see, every organization's goal is to make money, to have outcome, to be productive. And productivity is what will give them that outcome. Now, productivity only happens through the human power, the human capital. Most of the management and the literature attribute lack of proper company performance is lack of productivity. Lack of productivity, most of the management, they attribute it to fatigue, burnout, lack of motivation, not enough skill set training. So my problem with those type of reasons for lack of productivity is that they treat the employees as if they're robots. But really it's a bit more than that. See, I'm not debating those reasons. I'm not debating that a productivity loss can be a reason of fatigue or burnout or motivation. I'm not. But when research says that 33% of your staff do not care, 33% of your staff have apathy, the last thing you want is to fix a culture problem by putting bean bags or foosball tables or by implementing an attendance monitoring system. That's not what you want. So how do you know that your employees have apathetic behavior? You really need to pay attention to the signs. If your employees mostly are signing in the morning and then, going home or going wherever they're going, and then signing off, coming back in the evening and signing off, that's a real, indication of apathetic behavior. If your employees do not respond to emails unless it's 24 hours or the boss is CC'd, then that's a sign of apathetic behavior. I just had 2 meetings, 3 actually, 2 physical and 1 Zoom. And now I'm off to my lunch break. Usually people come, honk, and then the waiter just goes to them, takes their order and then delivers it to their car. Generally I don't like to do that. So I went to him and he was surprised, like, what do you want? I was like, okay, I need to order my lunch. And he said, no, wait in your car, I'll come to you. I was like, no, I want to go inside the park and eat inside. He's like, okay, just place your order. And I placed my order. And then the next thing is, he just said, you know what, just go inside, sit wherever you want, I'll bring the order to you. It's a relatively large park. I don't know how he's gonna find me, but I'm waiting for my lunch now. So it's just This place spoils you. Anyway, that's beside the point. Until my lunch comes, let's continue talking about ignorance and apathy. No, like we said, 33%, research said that 33% of employees in any company have reached an apathy stage. And there are many telltales and many signals and signs and artifacts that shows just the tip of the iceberg. There are two reasons why, or two categories of reasons why people or employees go into the apathy stage. In my opinion, there are external and internal factors. External factors such as family issues, economic states, anything that's happening outside of the organization itself, which is really outside of the control of the management or the leadership of that organization, but still we'll come into how to tackle that. But the second category is internal, which is to the organization itself. Hello. Which is the organization itself. I'm still not used, by the way, I'm still not used into talking to the camera lens in public, and I find it extremely weird. That's why, this morning I did most of this vlog from my car, but yeah, I get the stairs here and there. But anyway, that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say here is there are two factors again. One is external, the other is internal. Internal could be the company's policy of risk aversion. Like, for example, if every time an employee tries to suggest something, they try to take extreme precautions and measures to not do the things that are risky, which can impact the morale of the employee. Or even worse, they allow them to do things and they just punish the employees that do, that makes mistakes or faults. That can drive employees to go into the apathy stage. Sometimes even the opposite. Sometimes if companies go to the extreme end of that spectrum and actually take risks and uncalculated risk and keep on missing deadlines or not achieving their goals, that is another thing that people feel or employees feel bad about, because they keep on missing deadlines, they keep on missing dishonoring commitments, and so on and so forth. Another thing is employee recognition. If an employee is trying to go over and above and beyond what they're supposed to do, and they're not recognized enough, there'll be no motive for that employee to push harder, and that usually drives lack of transparency and usually unhealthy competition. Here is my hero. You see, 5-star service. Oop, I destroyed that sandwich. Woo! So as a leader, you need to carefully assess the nature of the apathetic behavior. You cannot just let it go. It's extremely contagious and it spreads like wildfire to everyone in the organization. That is not good, However, you can't judge, you can't assume, and you can't just go and accusing everyone. As a leader, you need to be, it's tempting, as a leader, it's tempting to use your own authority, your own power to go and talk to people. Even with good intentions, try to correct the situation. Sometimes even, set an example from an employee or two. That's not good. That's not a good idea. For example, you cannot urge your employees to work harder if really the very reason for them to feel the apathetic is work overload. In organizations, the sum of the individuals does not make the whole. It must be dealt individually. Remember, employees are humans, they're not robots. Humans have emotions and different types of contexts and circumstances. You can't talk to them as a boss or as a leader. You have to come down to their level. You have to give them the comfort of opening up to you. As a leader, you need to communicate to them as a friend or as a peer even, initially at least. But you need to rock the boat. You need to ask uncomfortable questions. You need to uncover the root cause of the behavior per individual and then try to fix them. However, if you find the employee's apathetic behavior is because they're feeling invincible or they cannot be touched, then I say rock the boat a bit harder, and show them who's the boss. This is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Thank you for listening. Subscribe if you haven't to, press that notification bell, and like this video if you find value in it. You gotta have another one. Seriously. Seriously, subscribe. See ya.